My second question would have been about arranged marriages. Because you have touched a little bit on it, now I'll dwell slightly more into this subject. Um, um, in the Western society, the liberal Western society that we live in, often arranged marriages mean that the potential bride and groom do not meet or see each other apart from the first night. Can you please dispel this myth, please?
Absolutely not. Because the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam said to Jabir, said to one of his companions, انظر إليها فإنه أحرى أن يؤدم بينكما. You gotta see her, and you're gonna see of her what will make you really like her and be convinced 100%. The same for the girl. So, as a father, I wouldn't tell my daughter, I got a good guy for you. Good luck. No, she's got to meet him. And this is called a ru'yatu shar'iyya, a legitimate meeting where she will meet with him and he will meet with her in our house, in their house, in a family gathering. They would sit in private, but we can see them. They ask each other questions. He checks her out, she checks him out, and they check out the chemistry between them. First meeting, well, we're not really sure. Let's have another meeting. Let's have another visit for lunch, for dinner, for cake, for tea, or get to know each other. You're convinced? Bismillah, let's proceed on. But no dating, no going out without an official relationship. But to say that the girl wouldn't even get to see the guy except on the night of consummating the marriage, and I just quoted the hadith earlier, how the Prophet ﷺ said to his companion, you got to look at her. فَإِنَّهُ أَحْرَى أَنْ يُؤْدَمَ بَيْنَكُمْ. That is more worthy in respect of making the marriage relationship everlasting. Furthermore, we have a sound hadith agreed upon its authenticity, in which Fatima bint Qais, may Allah be pleased with her, one of the lady companions of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, she came to him to consult him. She's got 3 proposals. And she says, well, this person and that person are proposing to me. She mentioned 2 whom she was interested in more than the third. So the Prophet ﷺ had a discussion with her. It was about 2 people, Abu Jahm and Muawiyah. He said, you know about Muawiyah, he's good, but he's poor. He's broke. And Abu Jahm, he's good, but he beats his wife. You want to get beaten? You know? So the woman would make mashura, would investigate and find out about the background of the person who's proposing, and then pray istikhara. Then she would say yes or no. This is an Islamic perspective. Please, Qamarul Islam, we need to educate the viewers, whether Muslims or non-Muslims. This is the Islamic perspective of the arranged marriage, if there is any. Yani, it's not like what people think, where they confuse what is cultural with what is religious, then they say this is Islam. No. And that's why whenever myself or Sheikh Saeed or Sheikh Haytham or any person is asked, we owe the viewers to present a sound reference. What is it? How do we do it? Not because this is what we do it in Egypt or in Pakistan or in Lahore or in Kashmir or in Malaysia. What does Islam say about that? This is what we owe the viewers.
Thank you very much for that. Now, it also looks like Muslims, as a Muslim community, not only living in the Western society, but also in the Muslim countries we have seen. Now, the concept that we have adopted, how can I marry someone that I haven't met or haven't spoken to them or haven't spent some time with them, haven't got to know them yet? Now, this concept, perhaps when our parents got married, wasn't there. But it looks like now this is a common theme that some, I wouldn't say many, but some would say, how can I get married to someone that I don't know, I haven't spent some time with them? How would you address this issue, Sheikh?
Agree. How can I get married to somebody whom I did not talk to? I did not discuss the future plans. The way I want to raise our kids, I didn't know who will be the uncles of my kids, not only the girl. Maybe she's good, but the brother is in drugs, man. So I gotta think about it. because I'm not only marrying one person. Same with the girl. I want to check out my future mother-in-law. How does she treat her husband? How does she treat the rest of her daughters-in-law? I don't want to get stuck there, then find out that my mother-in-law is really tough. I'm a very soft girl. I don't want to be mistreated. It's your right. It's your right to investigate. It's your right to check out if there is chemistry between you guys or not. Okay. The person could be the most religious person. If your dad walked into your house and say, honey, guess what? The Imam of the masjid, this big da'iyah, is interested in you and he wants to marry you. And she says, no, I'm not interested. How dare? He's a sheikh. Why not? I know he's very righteous. I'm his student. I attend his classes. I admire him a great deal. But I don't think I'd like to take him as a husband, as a father for my kids. Yeah. Do you have a say? Of course I do have a say. And no one else have a say. So the guardian, the mom, the brothers, the sisters, the siblings, the friends can only propose, can only recommend. Then the decision is both the future groom and the future bride. It's as simple as that. Besides that, it is simply cultural. And I'm not going to judge any religion based on what is cultural. Once in New York, in Brooklyn, there was a beautiful shop which I was in, and a couple walked in with about 4 kids, different ages, 10, 8, 6, 4, something like that. That was years back. And the guy told the salesperson that I want a wedding suit for myself, and I want wedding suits, or I want similar suits to these kids, their sizes. So as I was standing there, we started a conversation. I'm very innocent. I was under the impression that he lost his wife and those kids, became orphans, lost their mom, and he's marrying somebody else. She is standing next to him. Then I came to know, oh, no, 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 no. We've been together as a boyfriend and girlfriend for the past 12 years. And we finally realized that there is chemistry between us, and we decided to get married. After having 4 kids, after having 4 kids in adultery, in fornication, that's in Islam, in Christianity, in Judaism, outside marriage relationship is adultery. And it is punishable by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in both lives. And it is not recognized, and it will never be recognized as marriage. So what do we say? Look what Christians do? No, we say this is cultural. But Jesus would never approve that. Moses would never approve that. And in Islam, we are not supposed to be judged by the behaviors of some people who do it because it's in their culture. So as I mentioned earlier, no one can force a girl to marry anyone without saying, yes, I like him. I met him. We spoke, we talked, and we have a lot of comments. And I think he will be the best father for my kids. If not, then simply say no, even if the person is super righteous.